Yeah, I'm done with this thing. God, this game has
Do
been.
it. The game. All right, there you guys go. We're gonna uninstall. Well, Mark is uninstalling DVD and Fortnite.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well and everything's going well for you. Um, I decided to make this video to kind of have an explanation of what happened and what am I gonna do now. Me and Kenna have been streaming for a little over 2 years, and it has been enjoyable through and through. The whole reason why I even did this was so that we can stream together and have a great time. And I have no regrets whatsoever. It was great, good experience, and I learned a tremendous amount. Everything that I did, I had to learn myself and fix it myself and learn from it and slowly it became something great. We went from doing the split screen to no camera to kind of deciding that she wanted to try camera and then her actually enjoying camera and liking it, and it was great. I loved it. I loved it for her. I loved it for me, and yeah, it was good until it was. When I had to leave Okinawa to go back to California, we knew that that would be our thing to go to between all the stuff that happened and trying to find joy again, I guess, and overall with everything that happened for us that we had to leave Okinawa in the first place. And so when we came to California, we were able to do a lot of the stuff together, and it was an easy schedule. And it was everything. I go to work, get home, get about an hour or two, and then we get right into streaming. It was good. And then when we came back to Okinawa, I wasn't sure what I would be able to do. But then when I knew my schedule, I was like, oh, I can get back into this. And confused Ken a little bit because at the time I was thinking about cutting back and instead push forward. But with timing and everything, I can go on and on about that. Now, with me and Kenna doing what we did, we shared uh, Slums or us. We shared it, the decision making, everything. So it was very hard on Kenna. A lot of times she wanted to try something or do something, and I'd say no. Same thing with me. There's things that I wanted to try and wanted to do, and she would say no. Um, a lot more no's than yeses on wanting to do things and try things and experiment with the OBS. And as far as like some simple things like getting our little custom characters and choosing that was a big ordeal of who was going to choose what and what I was going to say yes to, what she was going to say yes to, or we're both were going to say yes to or no to. And in a relationship, it's already hard enough. And now we're sharing a Twitch. Decisions kind of have to be equaled out. Some people are going to get what they want, some people are not. So a lot of times it was like that. And Kenna, even herself, was like, this would be a little bit easier if it was just me doing what I want to do. So between that, and then the last couple of streams of me solo, I just wasn't having a good time. I love the community. Community's great. But the games, there's, I felt like I was stuck in certain games that I could play and I can stream and that you would enjoy. And I was streaming not for myself anymore, but for the audience, and it wasn't entirely enjoyable. I mean, you can see in a lot of my streams my frustration and anger for it overall. And I didn't know what to do. Just I felt stuck. And there was a lot of things to go with that. One was the game DVD. I just couldn't get into it as much as my wife could. No way, no how. Couldn't do it. I tried, played it. I tried to psych myself up to it, but every time I was just like, I hate this game. Once again, I'll say it again. It's a great developed game for what it is. It's just not something that I want to play day by day, unlike my wife who plays it all the time. Between that and I never felt good about playing games with some people. The main people I played with, I mean, if you have to understand, was it's heavy, which is he is a top tier gamer. He is a person that can destroy anybody at any time in any game. He just needs some time and a short amount of time in that. I played with Stormlight, who is also a very high caliber player, especially when she's into whatever she's playing. It's high caliber. She can't help it. She's very competitive. And then you have my wife, who is very high caliber. Every game that we've played, I may have been the best in the beginning between me and my wife, but sooner rather than later, my wife catches up and surpasses me. I don't know if that has to do with time or dedication, but she always has. And to say that didn't bother me, I mean, yeah, part of it bothered me because it was just like no matter how hard I try or do something, I just can't reach that level. So there's a little frustration there. So after last Saturday, the frustration just grew and it just got to a point where I just didn't know what to do anymore. If there was any game that I could be happy with and be okay with and still stream and people still watch and be interested in, I just didn't know anymore. Kind of lost in my thoughts and what to do. Me and Kenna had a long talk and decided that it would be best if she just took full control and let her do her thing that she's been wanting to do for at least the last year. She's been wanting to kind of just do her and do what she wanted to do. So after much consideration, a lot of talking, I kind of just decided, yeah, I think I can't stream. I am not a great streamer. I can already hear you. Yeah, you're awesome. I'm not. Just not. Not currently. I am not a great streamer. Not even a good streamer. I tried, and maybe in the future I can try again, and maybe it'll be more successful. As of now, I'm just not. So now the dilemma. What do I do? I was trying to think of when I enjoyed anything that had to do with streaming. What did I enjoy? Always think back to when I played with Glitch Post. We did we both streamed simultaneously and we did Apex. And we had a great time. Through and through. So good. We even talked about we had a thing about pizza and what type of pizza we like, whatever. And I made a YouTube video and it was probably one of the funnest videos I've made. It was great. It was fun. And I liked it overall. And I had an idea before to do more interviews other streamers. So ask them questions that maybe their viewers would want to know, get them to know a little bit about themselves, and then put a spot on them and just say, hey, listen, what's your stream? What do you like? What do you do? When are you on? And make a video of it, put it on YouTube, make a 5-minute, 6-minute video, and do that. I want to do that. It was an idea. I brought it up to Kenna before, and she was very unsure about it because I can be questionable in my questions, and I get that. So I was thinking maybe I can do that, and then it kind of clicked. I don't have to do live streaming. I can record like I'm doing now and record games and then give you a small brief of how good or how bad it went and do a funny video on it. Send it out, and then you see it on your own time. I can do interviews and do a summary interview, 3-5 minutes of you watching and getting to know another streamer as I ask questions. And we play, and you'll see our content as we play and do that. I thought, man, that's a great idea. But with that, I asked Kenna, can I take the name? That's what I want. I want the name. Slums Are Us is something that we came up with, and I wanted it. I like this. So I decided that I would make a brand called Slums Are Us Productions, which will produce videos, help people produce their own videos, make VTubers and other contents and work together and give me something to do and a new purpose. So that's my plan. Slums Are Us Productions. I hope that I will get to play with others, get to interview people, and go slowly into what I really want to do, which is commentating. I enjoyed commentating. I had an opportunity to, and something bad happened, and that never came to fruition. But I want to get into that, and I think this will help me to do that. But I'm gonna make content. I'm gonna make videos. I'm gonna play with friends, and I'm gonna play games that I want to play and that I enjoy. You want to watch that? Great. You can watch that video. If you don't like that game and don't care for it, you don't have to watch it. So for me, it's a win-win. Now, I don't want to say that I'll never stream again, but I would say it's going to take a while before I even think about getting into that atmosphere, I guess. So that's my announcement. I am slowly making a company, and it's called Slums Are Us Productions. Hope you would watch it, you enjoy it, and thank you for your love. Thank you for your dedication to us. Thank you for your attention. Appreciate it greatly. If you have any questions, concerns, you can always catch me on Discord. But you can DM me just fine. It's fine. I'm good with that. If you need videos edited or like your videos edited, let's work something out. And I would love to. Love to edit that video and send you what I got. But once again, thank you for the love, the dedication, the attention, and everything you've done. Hope I can continue on. See you soon.